Okay, so this is effort time, giving it a bit of a push. Just going around this bend in a minute, just where the little church is there, look on the left, nice little church, chapel, whatever you want to call it. This is heading along Sandgate now. This is the foreshore Sandgate. So just getting ready. This goes for about a 4.5 minute push, a bit of an effort here. And I lead out. Just let the boys get on. Actually make a bit of false start, so I get moving now. As you can see, the watts are up there. But Alf gives us a hoy hoy and tells me to hold on, Mark's not on yet. So slow down in a minute. Come off the power. I'll realise about now. Is it somewhere now? But anyway, I'll do slow down and let him catch back on. Here we go. I'm slowing down now. And he jumps back on, and then we get going. So this was a bit of a hard effort, I must admit. Reason being is the day before, this is on the Saturday, this is the Saturday ride, we did 97 k's, and at this point we're about 45 k's into the ride, 40 k's into the ride. And we did a few efforts. I did some little spots at the front where I was putting my foot down a bit, and I was absolutely knackered, I can tell you, because on the Friday I'd spent all afternoon digging a trench around my house to lay some sleepers, and I had to dig the sleepers into the ground about 100 mil. So I had to dig a trench 100 mil deep, and it was 48 metres long, so it was bloody long. And I tell you, it's amazing how much core you use and your upper thighs you use bent over smashing a bloody pick into hard ground. It was pretty fatiguing. And then we got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and went out on this ride. So we met at 5:30 and did this. So I was pretty gone, I was pretty tired. But anyway, we did it all the same. It was good fun. But toward the end, I must admit, I do start to fade out a little bit towards the end. But my heart rate gets right up there, and it goes up to about 167. Now, at these watts you see now, you know, the 350s, 370s, I'm well and truly over into the reds. So I'm not sure what happened with the power meter there. It cut out at some point. I didn't notice it until I watched the video, but it does that now and again. But anyway, when I'm into those 340s, 350, I'm well and truly into the red, I'll tell you. So you need to sort of know your zones a bit, and I probably started out a little bit too hard. I was cooking a bit too much at the start. I should have eased it off. What I should have done, I think, on this is, although we did get PBs all along here, so I was quite chuffed with that. We all got PBs along this bit. Well, Alf and I did anyway, because Mark, I think he's dropped off. Yeah, he's dropped off now. So Alf and I got PBs. But what I should have done was I should have started out at around 270 to 280 watts, and then about the last kilometre vamped it up to around 350 watts. I could have handled that for a kilometre, 350 watts. That's maybe what we should have done, but you know what it's like. The boys egg you on. Come on, let's get this train moving, and there you go. You just blow the watts out. So anyway, I should have looked at my power meter, and I should have been a little bit more organised. But maybe next time. But we did about, on this ride, say 97 k's, we did about 6 efforts where I was at the front leading out, which was good. Gave me a bit of a workout. So the indoor trainer's been handy, you know. The indoor trainer's been coming in real handy. It's kept me well and truly fit. It's kept me in the zone. It's meant I'm able to still hold those watts, those higher end watts. But as I say, when I'm pushing 300 watts, I'm getting on my limit, and when I'm over that, when I'm over 320 watts and above, I'm well and truly into the red. I'm going. So it's coming towards the ends now, so it's not a very long bit. Well, it is when you're doing it. It's always easier when you're on the back, isn't it? But when you're up the front, it seems longer. But don't forget, we are bombing along most of the time at around 42 k's an hour, so you know, it goes pretty quick at those sorts of speeds. But it's good. But when we do this section, when all of us are out, and there's about 5 or 6 of us, and we all take it in turns swapping over about every 400 metres, then you fly along it. absolutely fly along here. But even doing that, we got a PB for the first part of this, so I was pleased with that. Got a PB, so we averaged I think 42.7 k's an hour for the first half of this section, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. And we're into a slight headwind, I have to say. We're into a slight headwind as well. So this is the last roundabout, and then we start to ease it off. Just come up to a little bend here. And this is pretty much the end of the effort. But anyway, it was a good one. It was a good one. I was pretty pleased with it, considering I was a bit fatigued. And all up, it was a good ride. So this was the Saturday ride. It was a nice steady ride. Apart from the efforts we did, the rest of it was just nice and steady. You know, we just took it easy. Anyway, I just thought I'd stick that one on there. You got any questions or comments, you can post them down below.